Hi, I'm Luz DeBay, and I love to talk about movies 24/7. I've been fascinated with films as long as I can remember, and I upload weekly. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Netflix movie that just came out today, We Have a Ghost. It's a family adventure comedy. It's written and directed by Christopher Landon. It stars D'Alio Winston, Anthony Mackie, David Harbour, and Tig Notaro, among many other great actors. Sorry if I mispronounce any of their names. It's about a family that moves in a haunted house when they discover the ghost, and they soon start posting the ghost all over social media, and they become famous. I'm going to start out saying I'm a big Christopher Landon fan. I watched all of his movies so far except one. I thought Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse was pretty good. I didn't like the Paranormal Activity movie he made, the marked ones, but I really loved Freaky, Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day to You. I think they're great horror comedies. I watched them several times. They're very funny and have great emotional moments. So I was pretty excited to see this one, considering I loved his last three movies. But I'm going to start talking about the positives. It starts out pretty good. It has a pretty interesting concept, and it's actually based off a short story. So it starts, first 5 to 10 minutes aren't too bad, and it has a couple moments throughout it that are pretty good. Some of the performances are pretty good. The lead was good. You know, Anthony Mackie and David Harbour are always good as well. And unfortunately, that's all I really have to say that's good about the movie. So I'm going to start talking about the negatives. First off, the runtime, way too long. It was 2 hours and 7 minutes, I think. It was way too long. It should have been a, like 80 or 90-minute movie at most. It was such a boring movie. I could barely make it through it. If I wasn't reviewing this movie, I might actually have shut it off because I was just so bored. It just wasn't engaging whatsoever. I can't believe how boring it was, considering how much I loved his last movies. Like I said, Freaky, Happy Death Day, Happy Death Day 2. I was glued to those movies from beginning to end. Like, they're super rewatchable. Like I said, I watch them all the time. Not a boring moment in those movies. And I find it really hard to believe how boring this movie was. I was waiting for this movie to end. And that's like the worst thing you can say about a movie. At least bad, there's something to talk about. But boring, there's nothing to talk about, really. Yeah, and this is a comedy, and most of the humor was not funny. It fell flat. I don't think I laughed at all in this movie, actually. So that's sad. I mean, not at all. I mean, that's really bad. A lot of the performances were dull. The story, for the most part, was weak. Like I said, the setup was kind of interesting, I guess. But it doesn't lead anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere interesting. No great emotional moments this time around. David Harbour doesn't even talk throughout the movie, so if you're a big David Harbour fan, you might want to know that going in, because he does not talk at all. Anthony Mackie gets sidelined. It's just mainly the lead and David Harbour not talking, so it's just not good, guys. You know, there's some really great Netflix movies. There's a few and far between. But like there's some really bad ones, and this was one of them, unfortunately. Man, I wish this one was better. I really do. Because like I said, I loved his last three movies, and I was hoping this would be another great one. But unfortunately, it wasn't. So overall, like I said, I definitely can't recommend this one. If I'm being generous, I'd give it a C-. There's like a few things I liked. I said a couple of performances, like the concept is semi-interesting. It had a couple, like, you know, good moments throughout. Like, just a few that were like kind of somewhat interesting. Besides that, that's pretty terrible. So guys, definitely don't watch this one. Don't waste your time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day and take care. Bye.